Yo everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're reacting to a video about gym class with generally hell. Now, before we start the video, my PE class pretty fun, but I'm not gonna lie. Maybe like the last previous years it was hell because like they would never give us free time like the previous years, but this year they give us all the free time. But let's get into the video.
There are certain canon events in school that have permanently altered people's brain chemistry to the point of having individual excruciating levels of PTSD. It could be getting embarrassed in class, accidentally calling your teacher mom, or getting fried so badly during a presentation that you genuinely consider turning the entire school into a meteor fallout zone. I think one of
Well, I'm not gonna lie, school presentations is the death of me, bro. I freaking hate those things, bro. Cause bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Especially when you up there, right? You be mad nervous, right? Like you put your brain on overshaw, so you start reading, right? The worst part is like sometimes they will get you a complicated ass word that's kind of hard to pronounce. But I remember my second hour, bro. It was a word, but I was trying so hard to pronounce. I couldn't pronounce this word, bro. I'm like, bro, oh my god, bro. It was something about fold mountains, bro. Some reason, bro, I couldn't pronounce it, bro. Like it was a certain word. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, bro. Bro, that one, bro, the back of the class, one of those, like, bro, it was the crazy thing. The person that was laughing, it was only one person laughing, bro. That shit, bro, my heart sank to my ass, bro. Cause like, why the fuck are you laughing, bro? And you're the only one doing it, bro. Like, oh my god, I'll never forget that, bro. That was so, oh my god, bro. But if you laugh at people when a presentation, bro, you're fucked up, bro. Oh my god, bro.
the worst canon events of them all is PE/gym class. Assuming you
Hate
went to
slap,
school
so
here
like
in the US, you need to take at least one physical education class to be able to fully graduate high school. Now that sounds like a pretty simple task that wouldn't be that difficult to complete, but once you take the class and fully experience its horrors and tribulations, you'll start to realize the amount of torture you fully committed onto yourself. The first part of gym class we have to discuss is the kind of gym teacher you end up having, because depending on what type of teacher you have assigned to your class, your gym experience can go from something legitimately fun to worse than the most brutal Roman Empire torture methods.
he kind of spitting though. That's why I'm kind of afraid for next year. 'Cause next year, bro, I heard like the upperclassmen, bro. That PE teacher not chill, bro. They be having those kids doing hella work. Well, our teacher, in our PE class, but we get free days every day, bro. We always play basketball, bro. And it's crazy, bro. You know, it's crazy, bro. If anybody from my school watching this, bro, I'll be greeting hella points, bro. And that's all your life, bro. Yeah.
There are so many traits that make a bad gym teacher, but I think the worst trait that surpasses all of them is collective punishment. Collective punishment, as the term sounds, means that something bad or disrespectful done by a singular student causes the entire class to get that same punishment that would have been dealt to that same person, which is one of the dumbest disciplinary methods I've ever heard in my life. This method is especially stupid in a class like PE because you're receiving extra physical punishment like more laps around the gym or the track because some dumbass decided it was a good idea to not listen to the teacher's instructions. There was one day in my class, we were doing a mile run on the school's track field. Me and my friend were taking things slow because my class was around the afternoon when the sun was beaming, so we were basically running on molten lava. Everything was going fine and we were about to finish our final lap until out of the corner of my ear, I hear my teacher say, "If y'all don't get up from the bench and do your laps, I'm making everyone else do 2 extra.
What?
Dang.
What are you talking about, man? What the fuck is you talking about?
Yo,
There is no inconceivable way you're making everyone else do extra laps because Tweedledee and Tweedledum wouldn't get up from the bench to do theirs. But as I was thinking these exact words in my head, the next thing I hear come out of my coach's mouth is, "Everyone has to run 2 extra laps around the track to be able to finish."
Oh my god, bro. I hate when teachers do that issue, bro. Bro, I remember in 7th grade, bro, my PE teacher punished all of us, right? Because we were playing dodgeball. Right? One of the 2 of the girls wasn't playing. They was skipping. It was like, oh, I'm not playing this ish. This is show butt. You know, sometimes girls, sometimes like the girls in my class, they don't really like play at all because they don't like. Not all of them though, but like specifically 7th grade. This man made us do suicides. Keep this in mind, bro. We had to do it like run back and back, bro. If you don't know what suicide is about, you're lucky, bro. Suicide's in the peach of everybody, bro. And the worst thing is, they said if we don't make it before the beep, everybody got to restart, bro. We was doing that for like 25 minutes, bro. That was hell, bro. Oh my God, bro. I will never forget that, bro. Because, bro, if you walked, you got to restart the whole thing. Everybody got to restart. And you know how frustrating it is when that one kid, that one alpha kid that's always stopped make us restart all the time, bro. Cause bro, I was in a bad class in 7th grade, bro. Oh my God, bro, that was hell.
So glad I wasn't the gym teacher because I for sure wasn't going to use words to get my point across. Something else I hate about the gyms is the smell. The first time I ever found out that some people either don't shower during the week or have awful hygiene is when I was in the locker room before class one time and caught a waft of some random kid that walked right past me. The second my nostrils inhaled the scent, my eyes started watering and I dropped to my knees in agony, clenching my nose, trying to get rid of the odor. To this day, there is not a single worse scent that I've come across other than the one in that locker room. Next major thing we have to talk about when it comes to gym class is team sports. I think we can all agree that team sports for the most part are actually really fun when everything is going well and you're not playing with D1 crashouts who are trying to snipe your head off your body. There are so many people in class that play team sports like it's game 7 of the NBA finals and are trying to get a championship ring for their home city. I promise you, basketball is never this serious, my nigga.
It is that serious.
Class would also be way more chaotic than it should be. While I personally never played dodgeball games where someone on the enemy team has Spider-Man level reflexes, I have played games where the people on my team take losses way harder than they should be. I had this one dodgeball game where our team leader was moving like Captain Erwin the way he was giving us commands on what to do. Instead of giving us basic positions to take on the floor on our side of the room, he got a pen and paper from his backpack, went to the middle of the floor, and laid out his battle strategy that he apparently came up with the night before. I don't think I've ever seen someone take a school assignment this seriously before. The funniest part was
I respect it, bro.
That even with his battle strategy, we still ended up losing that day's game. And when I turned to look at him, he had the most depressing and miserable expression on his face. I just know he was on his knees crying in sorrow and agony the second he got back home. Something I forgot to mention as an added point is the egregious music selection some of these teachers would be choosing to put through their speakers. We could have been in the middle of the most intense game of dodgeball ever played. I'm talking an active battleground with niggas' bodies flying left and right. And instead of playing something hyper motivational, it's 10 Imagine Dragon songs back to back as well as Dance Monkey in the middle of the
fire.
I feel so bad for anyone who had gym during their first period. Imagine going through the—
No, I got chill my first period, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like when you got PE or a chip, your first period, you gotta put on hella deodorant, bro, to match that smell, bro. Especially when you playing hard, what if you playing basketball, volleyball, whatever you play, bro. Like having that shit at first hour, I mean, you got a fun hour as soon as you walk into school. So like you will never be tired in the morning. But it's kind of bad if you don't. If you forget to bring that goddamn deodorant, bro, you better hope nobody smell you.
Already excruciating experience of getting ready in the morning, only for your first period to be PE with Mr. Potato Head as your teacher. Speaking of teachers, most of the gym coaches I've had have some of the least athletic builds I've ever witnessed. Now, there is an important distinction to make between being big versus being fat. Take someone like Phantom from AMP. He's what you call a big guy, but his weight distribution is good enough to where he still manages to look good despite being slightly overweight. Versus someone like DJ Khaled, who let's just say doesn't exactly have the greatest weight distribution. There are so many gym teachers out there that don't even do much when it comes to physically teaching students because they themselves can barely move 2 feet from their chair unless someone activates their neurons and tells them dinner is finally ready. Your coach will unironically tell you to run 3 extra laps around the track and be posted up like this at their chair with a big hot Cheetos bag and a
Never
Diet
had a
Coke.
coach like
I'm sorry to break it to you, but that Diet Coke is not saving you from a heart attack. Our next topic is one of my least favorite parts of the school gym experience: assigned partners. There is arguably nothing worse than doing an assigned partner activity with someone who either sucks at sports or just doesn't want to participate. There was one time I got stuck with this girl as an assigned partner for a basketball activity where each person had to make 3 free throws into the hoop to complete the assignment. And to add an extra layer of help, if anyone was struggling with a free throw at the intended line, you could just move up directly to the side of the rim and shoot from there instead. Except despite all of these benefits, my partner couldn't throw the ball for shit even directly next to the rim. I get that not everyone was blessed with LeBron level genetics, but the rim was already extended down and she was around 5'11". She could have touched the rim if she jumped jumped, but she was still missing more shots than Shaq versus the Rockets in 2000. I was contemplating asking my teacher to switch partners, but it was already too late by then. So I
No, that do be bugged me, bro. Being in class, no, I hate the assigned teams, bro. Like we on team, like, bro, remember, bro, especially like when we doing soccer tournaments or volleyball tournaments, bro. Bro, you gotta pray the teacher gives you a good team, bro. Cause, bro, I hate coming to class, right? Look, oh my god, we trying to play this sport, flicker ball, and then you look at your team. The other team got the goddamn elite players, bro. All the strong, fast, athletic people, and you stuck with the most unathletic people you ever seen, bro. And then you gotta carry, bro. And that shit be hard too. Cause I feel like carrying a team is kind of hard. Okay? Even if like two people only doing something, bro. 'Cause sometimes the team should be standing there just making the weights, blocking everybody. Like, bro, move. You're not doing nothing.
had to endure this girl missing shot after shot for like 25 minutes before she finally made 3 and got us to pass. At that point, just let me do it solo because I'd rather play as a substitute during a finals game than get someone like that as a partner. Reviewing everything I've talked about so far, the most vital part of the gym experience that I have yet to discuss is the fitness gram pacer test. I just know there were 5 separate people that just got Vietnam War flashbacks hearing that name enter the ear canal. The fitness gram, for anyone who's unaware, is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in... No one needs an introduction to the fitness gram as it's pretty much the most quintessential part of the school gym experience. I genuinely think the fitness gram by itself has caused irreversible psychological damage to millions of students across the country. On top of them being unannounced...
No, pacer test. One thing that pissed me off about it, I hate when it's always that one kid that want to try hard. This man be getting so much and he just won't stop and he the only person running like please stop. Cause bro, especially when you wanna have free time, he just won't stop. It'd be annoying too, bro. Cause like, bro, he's not getting no cool points either, bro. Like, holy.
Most of the time, the second you walk into the gym and see the mini cones lined up across the floor, it was instant despair and dread. I've seen so many kids fake being sick or have injuries just for the sole purpose of not participating. They could have been healthy the entire week, but as soon as they hear someone talking about the fitness gram, they magically contract every single disease ever created and act like they can't participate anymore. My guy, I just watched you sprint to the lunch line at maximum speed yesterday because they were serving tacos and pizza sticks. Please slow down all that tomfoolery. My strategy for the fitness gram was always to conserve my energy in the early portions of the test so I can spread my reserves evenly throughout the entire thing without becoming too tired during the middle. And while this seems like a basic strategy at first, the reason I think it works so well is because it fundamentally prevents different issues from happening all at once. For instance, let's just say you had lunch the period before gym class. Your stomach is not going to enjoy being violently shaken during the pacer test and is probably going to start causing all types of issues before you finish. After all, the last thing you'd want is everyone around you to see rainbow puke on the ground and your stomach hitting the whip and nay-nay for 30 minutes straight. The one saving grace that gym class had for me, other than the occasional fun activities, was free day. Having a study hall in the gym before certain classes low-key helped me do better on a lot of quizzes and tests beforehand. Of course, you have to watch out for stuff being thrown at you at maximum velocity from the people playing on the court. Other than that, it wasn't nearly as bad as the other class days. Overall, gym class is an extremely painful and torturous experience that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. While there are occasional classes and teachers that make it fun, half the time it just feels like we're in a labor camp getting worked to the bone trying to finish all these so-called activities.
No, that might, bro. Some teachers, bro, they don't let you have no free time, bro. Sometimes, like, whatever you're here, bro, sometimes teachers let you do everything but free time, bro. Like those periods of the year be annoying. It's for free time, bro. I don't want to play this unknown. What is pickleball? I don't want to play pickleball.
If you have gym in your schedule next year, please keep a stick of deodorant with you at all times. You're gonna save a lot of lives just by that one simple act of kindness.
Yo, everybody, that is it for the freaking video. See y'all later.